Hello everybody, it's Lena, and in today's video we are building these 3 colorful townhouses that we are building in the new world of Ciudad Enamorada, which came with the Lovestruck expansion pack that just came out I think like a week and a half ago or something by now. It's the newest pack obviously, and I really just wanted to create something that would blend in very nicely with the houses around this lot, so they are all very like pastel-y and cute, and they're also townhouses. So I tried to sort of replicate that style, and I do feel like I managed to make something that blends in really well, and I quite like it a lot. I think the style is so cute, and as I also said in my last video, I'm absolutely obsessed with all of the colorful swatches that we got in the build buy of this pack. I think it's so cute, so of course I really just wanted to play even more with that in this build that I'm doing as well, because it's just so fun. So I hope you all like that as well, and as I said, we are doing 3 houses today in this video, and I'm going to be decorating one of them in this video, and it's the one to the far right, which is going to end up being a greenhouse. And the little story that I had in mind for the Sims that I imagine living in that house is that they are a couple of newlyweds. So this build is in no way fancy, because I was thinking that these 2 Sims are in their mid-20s or something, so they are just sort of starting their adult lives and they don't have a lot of money, and I feel like these Sims got married maybe like a month or 2 ago, so very recently, and they also have a little infant who I imagine is maybe 6 months old or something. So you know what that means. They had a baby out of wedlock. They have a whole ass bastard living in this house. That is outrageous. No. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cute for them to have a little baby as well, and they are just trying to start their life together in this first little house that they have gotten together. Yeah, I don't know, I think that's really cute. So that was just the little story that I thought of. But yeah, these houses are in no way fancy, and they do have a lot of like cracks in the walls, and they're just not in like the best condition ever. Although on the inside, the house that I decorated is not gross at all. Like sometimes when I do these sort of rundown builds, I also bring that into the inside as well, because I feel like that's realistic, but that's not the case in this one. I wanted the inside conditions to be like decent for the Sims and their little baby and whatnot, because while they're not rich by any means, they do have enough funds to not live in a dump. So yeah, good for them. But the house for the newlyweds has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and then it's like a 2-story house. They all are, and I think it's very cute. It's nothing special at all, as I did mention, and I feel like the color scheme on the inside is also like slightly green, and it's not decorated in a very fancy way at all. I feel like it's just hand-me-down furniture, all of it, and it's stuff that they might have thrifted or something, so it's in no way fancy. It's just like a starter apartment townhouse thing for them. It is what I'm thinking, you know. And then the house in the middle is the blue-ish house, and that is a 2-bedroom and 1-bathroom house. And then the pink house has a 1 bathroom and 1 bedroom, and it's like a kind of fun one because there's also a patio, which is cool. And the blue house also has a patio on the other side, and yeah, that's just cool. The greenhouse does not have any outdoor thing patio, but they do have a backyard. They all have backyards actually, and the greenhouse has a little tiny pool in theirs, which is rounded. It's like a half circle or a little pool with rounded edges is how I would describe it, but you'll see in a few minutes. And it's just like a little fun one because I just really wanted to use the new rounded pools now that we have them. It doesn't really fit in that well because the backyard is so small, but it fits in somewhat nicely, and I was just stubborn. I really wanted to have a pool out there, so it just had to happen, you know. And you know what, so of course you can't see it on screen right now, because why would I make what I say in my voiceovers line up with what I'm showing you in the video? That would make too much sense, you know. But when I was editing this video, I noticed that the building, the like shell building that I used behind my building just to like fill up the lot and whatnot, has the exact same colors in the exact same order that I did on my build. and I did not notice it at all while I was building. I just saw it when I was editing this video, and it's so crazy to me because I was building this thing for many hours. I don't know how long I spent, but like at least 6 hours. I was just like staring at this thing for 6 freaking hours, and it was not until I went to go edit the video that I noticed that I had literally just ripped off the color scheme from the building behind it. How did I do that without noticing it? That is crazy. I literally just copied it. I stole the building's colors and put it on my build, and I thought it was my choice to do that. I thought I came up with that color scheme myself. No, obviously not that I thought it was like some revolutionary thing or anything, but I thought it looked really nice and just went well together. But it was because I was like subconsciously influenced by the building behind me. That is crazy. When I noticed it, I was like freaking blown away because I did not know that my mind had been playing tricks on me like that, and I was inspired by the building that I had put behind me. I don't know, that was crazy to me. I was so weirded out when I noticed it. That was wild. Yeah, I cannot believe I did not see it at all while doing this build and looking at this thing for so many hours in a row. How did I not notice it? It's crazy. I literally copied it. Guys, that's scary. What if I just like go around and copy things subconsciously all the time without even knowing it? That is scary. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know how to feel about this because that's just so scary. Like, I don't want to be accused of copying other people's builds while not even knowing that I've done it. That's scary. What? But something that I really want to tell you guys about is that I am currently doing a giveaway on my Instagram profile. My name on there is LacyLena YT, and my Instagram is always like linked in my description box and whatnot. So I'm doing a giveaway for this new pack, the Lovestruck expansion pack, because since I recently became a part of the EA Creator Network, EA sent me 2 codes, like one for myself and one to give away, and that's why I'm doing this giveaway now. I really wanted to do it right as the pack came out, but I was very busy around that time, and I've been on vacation for a week, so I've just finally gotten around to it now. But yeah, the giveaway is closing on the 11th of August, so 6 days from right now as I'm doing this video. So if you're watching while the giveaway is still open and you have not gotten the Lovestruck expansion pack yet, then please do go over and join it so you have a chance to win it, because that would be really cool. And I'm so happy that I've gotten this opportunity to give a pack away, because I've been wanting to do like little giveaways here and there for a long time, but you know, I'm a broke student. I don't have the money to just spend a bunch of money on packs, so I'm really grateful that I am able to do that. And I've gotten like quite a few comments so far from people that are also saying that they are broke students and they really just want to win this pack because they can't afford to buy it themselves. And I'm so sad because I really just want to give a pack to everyone, but I'm in that boat too. I'm just a broke student as well. Yeah, I don't have that kind of money, but I really wish that everyone could just win and everyone could just be so happy and everything like that. But unfortunately that's not possible, but I do have one code to give away to one of you guys, so very happy about that. Thank you, EA. I'm also gonna pin a comment with the like Instagram and the giveaway stuff on this video as well, so everyone has the opportunity to join it. That would be really cool. But yeah, that's just a thing I wanted to mention. And also, while I was on vacation, I did reach 5,000 subscribers, which is really cool, and I'm also very grateful for that. So thank you all for being here. And I also reached 9,000 followers on Instagram, so 2 pretty cool things that happened. Yeah, very grateful, very thankful. So thank you guys so much for being here and for being kind and, you know, watching my content and following along. I just really appreciate that. It's really cool. But I hope that you guys are all doing well, and I hope that everything is going your way in life at the moment. I'm personally doing fairly alright. I just got back home from vacation, as I just said. I got home a couple of days ago, and now I'm gonna be leaving again tomorrow, just for a couple of days. Well, from Tuesday morning until Thursday night. I'm gonna get home at like 11 or something, so late. But yeah, I'm gonna go see my grandparents, which I'm really excited about because it's like my annual tradition to go in the summer. Well, I make the trip more frequently than that, like 3 to 4 times a year, but it's just like been the tradition ever since I was really little to go every summer, just like me, and when I was younger then my brother went as well, but nowadays it's just me and my dog Minnie. So we're gonna do that now, and I normally do it like in the beginning of summer, but I haven't really had time to do it because this summer has just been like really weird, and there has been a lot of like stuff going on, and I've just like not really known what I could do and like when I could do things because everything has just been up in the air and so confusing. But yeah, I do have a couple of days now. I just really want to go because I don't know, I'm gonna start doing some like pretty messy things. Well, I guess my life is about to blow up completely, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I'm just like trying to, you know, mentally prepare myself for it. And I'm just gonna go see my grandparents now because I really just want to honor that tradition and not miss out on doing it this year, because I would not feel good about not doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna go, but only for a few days. I normally go for way longer at a time, so not this time, but it's okay, and I'm excited to see them. I did also see them when I was on vacation because my family and I, like my parents and I, we went to this summer cottage somewhere, and then my grandparents joined us for a few days. So yeah, I saw them not too long ago, but they live very far away from us, like 4 hours, so it's like a pretty long drive, and I don't see them all that frequently, but I am gonna see them again tomorrow, so that's fun, very exciting. But yeah, also I'm just busy at the moment, so I don't really have much time to do anything else. So that's just what's going on in my life right now. But going back to the topic of The Sims, so I have not yet played with this pack at all. The only thing I've done with it is do the first build that I did, and then this build now. I haven't done any gameplay or anything at all because, as I said, I just have not had time for that at all. I came straight home and then I started doing this build, and that's what I've been doing for the past few days. So yeah, not at all. But yeah, I would love to know how you guys are feeling about it so far, if you have decided to buy it, if you think it's good or not really that good, or if you like have decided to buy it, and why did you do that, and if you haven't, then why didn't you buy it? Like, is it because you just don't really care for it, or do you not have the money right now? If you don't have the money, then, you know, enjoy the giveaway, because I don't know, that's a pretty good opportunity. There's obviously not like a huge chance that you're gonna win, but a chance nonetheless, right? And you can't lose anything by doing it, right? Anyway, but yeah, let me know how you're feeling about it, because I'm very curious, and I hope that I will get to play around with it a little bit myself once I get home. And yeah, I hope I'll have the time for that. I don't really know how interested I am in the topic of like just dating and everything, but one thing that I did hear is that somebody else, I don't remember who, but somebody said that it does feel like a proper expansion pack, in the sense that it like really expands your game. And when they were out and about in the world, they saw couples like cuddling on couches and just like doing regular coupley things that you might see in real life as well. And I thought that was pretty cool, because like normally, or before we got this pack, like couples and whatnot in public would not really interact that much or seem like couples. So I think that might be pretty cool, and I like that part about it. But of course, I don't know anything from personal experience because I have not played it. But I don't really have much from my real life that I want to talk about right now, I guess. So instead, I'm gonna talk about a show that I like. Because over the past few years, I've been getting like quite interested in philosophy and whatnot, and I just think it's interesting, you know. And over the past like few months or something, I've been consuming a lot of like philosophical educational content on the internet, which I quite enjoy. So basically, I'm getting more annoying as the days go by. It's real fun. And at one point I was taking a philosophy class, and I really did not love that class. Like, I loved the philosophical thoughts and all of the theories that I was presented with. I just didn't really love the school aspect of it. I hated the deadlines. I hated having to like form my thoughts on the spot and like presenting them to these teachers and whatnot. I did online school, so I did it like online, but anyway. So yeah, I did not like that aspect of it. So for a while I was like, yeah, philosophy is interesting, but I kind of need a break from it because this whole school thing was annoying to me, you know. But it did spark an interest in me, and a show that I really like for a lot of reasons is the show The Good Place, which is a sitcom, and I initially watched some of it. I would say I think 3 out of 4 seasons of it a few years ago, like before the 4th season came out, and then I just never got around to watching the 4th season. But I started watching it with my mom because her and I just like to watch sitcoms together, and then the two of us watched the first 2 episodes, I guess, and my mom in particular was like kind of weirded out by the zaniness of it, and like how strange and like kind of weird and whatnot that it was. And I thought it was like weird too, but I was kind of intrigued by it. And the reason that my mom wasn't really a fan was that I think her and I were both expecting the sitcoms that we like and that we know, such as Friends and How I Met Your Mother, like that sort of format. And this is definitely not that. So it is about these people that are going to the good place after death, and then our main character of the show is called Eleanor Shellstrop, and she's definitely not a good person. So right off the bat, she's like, how could I possibly have ended up in the good place when I've been like a pretty shitty person throughout my entire life? Like I've not been good. I do not deserve to be in this like heaven-ish version of the afterlife thing, you know. Like that's just not a thing that I deserve, was what she thought. So the first season-ish is like about her kind of coming to terms with all of these things and discovering what this good place is all about. But my mom did not want to watch the show after we had seen the first 2 episodes, and I respected that, of course. But then I decided to continue watching it for myself because I was quite fascinated by it. And the reason that I bring up philosophy in the conversation about this show is because it has a lot of like philosophical theories in it. So the other main character, or like the male protagonist of the show, his name is Chidi, and he's like supposed to be Eleanor's significant other, or like perfect match, her soulmate in this afterlife, right? And they are like complete opposites. And he's a philosopher, and obviously he's like always talking about philosophy, and they all think he's really annoying. And when I watched most of the show the first time, I did not really know a lot about philosophy because I hadn't taken this class yet, and I had not had my philosophical awakening yet. That was very annoying of me. But yeah, anyway, I did not really know a lot about it, but it was not at all difficult to follow because the writers do manage to really explain and unfold these philosophical theories really, really well, so that everyone can understand them and like see the point in all of it and whatnot. So it wasn't difficult to understand. But earlier this year, I decided to rewatch the show and like actually finish watching it because I felt inspired to do that. And this time watching it, I had like a whole new perspective on it, and I had so much more knowledge to take with me into the process of watching it, and I really enjoyed watching it from this new lens. And a lot of the philosophical theories and whatnot and the philosophers that they bring up is like philosophy 101, because I only took 1 philosophy class, so obviously I'm definitely no expert at all. I do not claim to know the ins and outs about anything of that nature in any way, shape, or form, but I do know like the basics, which is kind of like what this show touches on. So it's like a lot of great thinkers such as Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir and all the other like French philosophers from that period, and also like Aristotle's, and so many of the like basics and the pillars of philosophy as we know it today. And also like theories that are very well known, such as the trolley theory, are brought up in the show. So it's like nothing super complicated at all, but I really just enjoyed watching it from this new lens and like knowing more about philosophy this time around, and I thought that was like really cool. So and I generally just liked the show a lot. I liked what it said because it also just like says a lot about society and the world that we live in. And I do not want to spoil this show because I really do believe that in order to like really enjoy the show, you have to go in blind and not know what's gonna meet you, because it is a wild ride, and it says a lot. So I want you to like experience it for yourself. But like every season you get presented with a new layer of the good place and the afterlife and everything that goes into the process of figuring out who goes to the good place and who goes to the bad place, and you find out how many people go to the bad place compared to the good place, and like how did Eleanor end up there, and who are all the other people and why are they there. And I truly hope that I'm not like spoiling anything by saying this, but like the final, or like the greatest message, at least to me, that I got from watching the show is that there's just no ethical consumption under capitalism. Every decision that we make has so many like unethical consequences, like that we just don't even know about because the world is so complicated and so crazy. And anyway, you have to like watch the show to understand what I'm talking about. Basically, there's just no way to be a good person, because if you want to go buy some new clothes, then if you buy from fast fashion companies, then you are supporting these extremely unethical companies that have detrimental effects to like the environment, and they make it their like low-level employees work in sweatshops and have literally no rights, and it's just disgusting. But also, if you buy from like high-end brands such as like Gucci and stuff, you're also supporting people that are absolutely disgusting. You're basically lining the pockets of monsters, and you might not even know about that. And it's just so difficult to be a good person because you have to like think so much about your choices, and when you do that, you're like not doing anything at all, which is also bad. And anyway, it's just like a wild ride when you like really dig into it and ponder about everything that you're presented with and whatnot. So if you want to watch something like that, then I definitely recommend doing it. It's a pretty quick watch. Like the episodes are around 20-ish minutes long, and I believe there are 10 or 12 or something episodes in each of the 4 seasons. And for me, this show is not really the kind of thing that I watch normally. Like the visuals and sometimes the type of humor is just like not really like my thing. But even now, like I watched this show again in I believe January of this year, and we're in August, and I literally think about it all the time, and I think about like everything about it so often, and it has like such a great impact on me. So yeah, anyway, I recommend watching it because I think it's pretty cool and fun, and that's basically what I wanted to say, because I don't really have anything in my real life that I want to talk about. So that's why I'm talking about shows. I want to talk about it even more, but I'm not going to do that in the Sims video, especially because I don't want to, you know, spoil it all, but also I don't want to bore you because it's just not relevant, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end this video here because that's necessary. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a little like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really appreciate it. But you can of course download this build on my gallery page. My ID on there is LacyLena, and you can what? Anyway, have a good day.